welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Savera, and December is here. December is the last month of the year. Time flies by so fast. It literally feels like 3 weeks ago when it was January, but now it's December. And in today's video, I'm going to be setting up my bullet journal for December 2024. It'll be the last plan will be for the year, and that's why I thought let's film it instead of doing a flip through later. So yeah, I've got my diary and let's just begin. I wanted to go for a winter theme for December because of course December is very cold. I could not find a good winter theme for December. Last year went for a snow globe theme, but then I just found this one and I was like, it's so good, let's do it. So it's basically just a street theme with like snow on the street and on top of the houses. So I'm first sketching it with a pencil so that it's easier to see what I have to color and what I have to outline. And I'm also going to be using paints, acrylic paints. It'll be my first time using these paints. I'm so excited. It was a fun process, but still I had to face some problems with the paints. So yeah, these are the colors I'll be using for the houses. And yeah, I just love the cozy setup I have. It's cold, the weather is cold, but yeah. Alright, so let's start painting. The first house will be brown and I'm leaving space for the doors and windows. I'm gonna color them later. And I'm putting a sheet of cardboard underneath the pages because these pages are very thin. The pages of this journal and the paint will bleed through, and I do not want to ruin the rest of the pages, so that's why I'm using a thin cardboard so that I can save the rest of the journal. And now I'm using a reddish color, type of a dark red color for the next house. And I'll also be uploading my bullet journal setup for 2025 2 weeks later, I guess, because my exams are coming and I won't be able to film it in this week. So I will do it 2 weeks later and I will film it, and it will be a plan with me. As well as for January, I'm not going to do a flip through. We'll see for January, but for 2025 I will make a plan with me video. So yeah, and as for this setup, right now I'm working on the doors. The door color was very light, but I fixed it later using some markers. And yes, I did use markers in the setup. It was not completely paint. And these are the trees. I also made some trees, of course. And yes. I did messed up the sides, but I'm using my correction pen to fill it. I just use my correction pen in my artwork in winters more than in like fixing my study work, because of course in winter we need some snow themed stationery, some snow themed artworks. And yeah, I just fixed the tree, and now I am making a sphere shaped tree. I'm adding some light green in it because I want the trees to be in different colors. I don't want every single tree to be in the same color. And as for the next trees, I'm using deep turquoise. I made it used by mixing the color dark blue and dark green. I just love this color, and I did a pretty good job mixing it. And I just have one more tree on the side. It's half on the other side, but that's what we have on this page. And now I have now I'm coloring the sky. I'm gonna make it dark blue, of course, because it's night time in the street at a time. And I used water with the paint, so it's starting to get a little bit of light blue, but I was able to fix it by adding some more paint. And yeah, and one more advantage of using that cardboard is that I did not mess up the table, because as you can see, the paint is getting on the cardboard. If there was no cardboard, it would get under the table, which I do not want. And so I am done right now with the sky, and now I'm just gonna make some snowflakes and stars. I'm starting off by making it on the house's roofs, because of course after the snowfall it will stick onto the roofs. So yeah, this correction pen literally is so useful in artworks, in journaling, bullet journaling, and yeah, things like these. I mean, like, it's very hard to make details with the paints, but it's easy to use it. Use a whitener for it. So yeah, and I will keep the floor, the road white. I use some white paint on it because there is snow on it, and I do not want the snow to go. I just want a very winter theme. And now I am using a black gel pen to outline the windows and the doors. And I used some black brown markers off camera to make the doors, just so that they will be more prominent and visible. So yeah. And so now what I did, I made a lot of stuff off camera, like for the calendar and for the mood tracker and habit tracker, because I have an idea to color all the pages blue, and I'm expanding the sheet to the other page as well, because I am going for a 2-page cover. At first I decided that I'll go for the calendar on the next page, but then yeah. And I'm making the house red because why not? And I'm only making it for half the page, because in the other half I'm gonna write a winter coat. And I'm making a similar tree like I did on the other page. And the house is not looking really good right now, but later on when it will dry, I fixed it up. So yeah. And now comes my winter box. This, if you haven't watched this video, I'll put a link in the description box. You can go watch it. And I'm using my winter stationery, so my winter washi tape, because I wanted to use some stickers and washi tapes, but I was not able to use the stickers because they did not look very good in the theme. In reality, they were very good, and I could not find any place to just use them in the setup, so I just used this washi tape here. And on the other side I'll write a code. I'll write it later on, but for now let's move on to the other pages. And I'm skipping these 2 pages because of the paint bleeded through, and now I'm using the more of that dark blue paint to make these pages blue. And then I'm gonna make this a calendar page, and I'm just gonna stick the calendar. I made it off camera using some white paper, and right now I just did everything off camera, not everything but a few things, and my camera is shaking a lot. I don't know why, but for now let's just make some more of the snowflakes, because it is very plain and we need snowflakes and snow. And now I'm using glue to stick the calendar. The calendar did got some paint. I don't know why. I did not wanted that. I'm sticking it in the middle. And now I'm using the mood tracker. And usually I have some cursive fonts for the headings, but this time I just went for a straight font, which is a simple mood tracker. I did this for all the headings in this setup. So yeah. Alright guys, so I could not film the rest of the plan with me because my phone ran out of storage and I had some other important things to do. So now I'm just gonna give you a final flip through of it. So later on you'll see some changes in the spreads and the trackers, but as for the cover page I did not change anything. I just like wrote a code, as I said, snowflakes or winter's butterflies. And then moving on, we have the calendar page. So over here, first in the plan with me, I showed that I just made some boxes with a black pen, but then I thought it did not look so good with the theme of the white paper, so I just tore some more of that white paper and wrote the headings on it, and just these made these sections. And I added one more sections of the things to buy in the plan with me. I did not show that. I just had the sections of tasks, goals and events. So yeah, these are the changes. And then for the mood and habit tracker, I added the key, and I have 4 habits. Usually I have 5. The 5th one is the cleaning my room, but I just could not get the space for that, so we just have this. And I changed the heading size. First it was very big and it was not looking very good, so now I have these small ones and I like these more. Next up we have the weather tracker, again the small heading and the snowflakes and the blue background. And I just added one more heading, which is the foggy one, because fog starts in December in the last days, and then when I look back at December, positivities, negativities, events, and overall. And I'm not showing the weekly spread because I do it on Sundays. Today's Saturday, and I'm gonna make a short or a community post of it, so you guys can see the weekly spread and you can have an idea. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and turn on the notification bells. We'll see you all on the next one. Thanks for joining me today. Bye bye.